Well, hello. My name's Paul Eisert, local Plum resident, and I'm going to play some music for you today. I want to thank Cecilia and Susan in the Swissvale Library for allowing me to come on here and do my thing and have some fun. And I'm going to play some original music. I hope you enjoy it. And I appreciate it if you listen. This first song is a song that I wrote years ago when I still lived up north in Warren, Pennsylvania County, the other end of the Allegheny River. And it's a song about a full moon canoe trip that some friends of mine and I took down that river. It was a beautiful, beautiful night, and this song came out of it, and it's called Allegheny Lullaby. Full moon over the Allegheny, the river is a ribbon of light. Couple best friends in an old canoe on this peaceful Pennsylvania night. The cares of the day, world drifting away, city glows faded from sight. Full moon over the Allegheny, everything's alright. Full moon over the Allegheny, and everything's alright, alright. Full moon over the Allegheny, making it as bright as day. Critters of the night bear witness, so they all come out to play, soaking up the spirit of God and nature as we're floating along our way. Full moon over the Allegheny, everything's okay. Full moon over the Allegheny, everything's okay, okay. Full moon over the Allegheny, time keeps slipping on by. Don't really know how far we've come, I couldn't care less if I tried. The sound of the breeze and the water and the trees is music rising up to the sky. Fills up my heart and my soul, it's the Allegheny Lullaby. Fills up my heart and my soul, it's the Allegheny Lullaby. Yeah. Full moon over the Allegheny, the river and the night flow on. The dream lives in the journey, who knows how long we might go on. This night could not be better, it's a portrait perfectly drawn. Full moon over the Allegheny, roll on Allegheny, roll on. Full moon over the Allegheny, roll on Allegheny, roll on. Roll on Allegheny, roll on. Roll on Allegheny, roll on. Roll on Allegheny. Roll on Allegheny. Roll on. Okay, this next song is my perspective, once again, on a situation that we're all dealing with, and I think it's a reasonable solution to the problem. Got me a mask, I'm gonna wear it. If I got that COVID, I sure don't wanna share it. I don't know if I don't, and I don't know if I do, but if I do, I sure don't want to give it to you, no. Got me a mask when I go to the store. If that one wears out, I got a whole lot more. I'll have it on my face when I'm walking down the street, to be kind and respectful to whoever I meet. Yeah. I'm gonna wear my mask. It's not such a big deal. I don't think it's too much to ask when the risk is so real. Got me a mask, doesn't get in my way. I don't feel like I'm losing any rights today. I'm sure not feeling like I've been tread on. I'm listening to science and facing it head on. It's not such a big deal. It's not like some burdensome task, like reinventing the wheel. Got me a mask, hope you've got one too. I hope you'll protect me like I protect you. I don't think anybody knows how long this will last, but I do believe it will finally pass. So meanwhile, think how much nicer it'll be if I wear one for you, and you wear one for me. Yeah, 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 just do it. Whoa, come on, do it. This is a song that I wrote following the tragedy at the Tree of Life Synagogue in October last year. And after seeing the people who responded to the tragedy, following their faith and lifting up others and providing hope, this song came out of it. It's for them and for all of us. It's called After the Fall. People gathered round downtown and knelt down to pray today. Carrying signs and singing songs of peace and love, conquering hate. Rain and cold didn't stop them from following their faith. They knew the time is now to make a change before it's too late. It's not too late. Brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, standing side by side. Friends and neighbors, random strangers, remembering all those who have died. Last year, last week, yesterday, today, and all the days to come. Put putting heads and hearts and hands together to fight against the gun, against the gun. How so many who the voters choose refuse to see the forest for the trees. Ignoring those they're supposed to serve and doing just what they please. It's what we call ourselves. Let's let it ring true. Yeah. Be the change you wish to see in the world. It's up to me and you. Me and you. It's what we call ourselves. Let's let it ring true. Be the change you wish to see in the world. It's up to me and you. Me and you. Me and you. Okay, I'm a member of a group called the Pittsburgh Songwriters Circle, and we meet monthly. Not right now, we're not, but generally we meet monthly, and we get assignments to improve our songwriting. And last year, around this time, we had our meeting for December, and our assignment for the next meeting, which would have been January of 2020, was to write a song with the word new in it, or write a song about something new. So, this is the one that I wrote for my assignment. It's called Except You. Back before cell phones and self-driving cars, I used to know your number by heart. I'd call you from home or a telephone booth whenever we were apart. When drive-in movies were all the rage, and sometimes we'd even watch the screen. When DJs were live on the radio, playing records and talking in between. Before video games and rented DVDs, when the jukebox was what we loved to play. Before iPods and iTunes and YouTube Live, cassette mixtapes were what we all made. Yesterday's gone, some things live on. There'll always be some bad and some good. I'm just happy to see that you're still here with me. I wouldn't go back if I could. Seems like everything's new except you, yeah. 45s and albums were the discs of the day, and stereos had components and stacks. We'd hang out at the dance hall or the amusement park or the movies where we'd make out in the back. When playgrounds had swings and merry-go-rounds before computer-generated playtime. When a letter from a friend was a joy to receive before video calls and FaceTime. When we all had transistor radios or boom boxes perched on our shoulders before gigs and megabytes of music fit in your hand and iPads replaced binders and folders. Yesterday's gone, some things live on, there'll always be some bad and some good. I'm just happy to see that you're still here with me. I wouldn't go back if I could. Seems like everything's new except for you. 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 Yeah. This is another more recent song of mine. It speaks of coming from my perspective about a situation that we see in our neighborhoods and cities, in our country and around the world, and only my way of trying to look at the situation from my limited perspective. It's called I Don't Fit the Description. When I walk down the street, you don't cross to the other side. When I drive through your neighborhood, you don't run in your house to hide. And when I'm near your car in the parking lot, you don't lock your door. You don't follow me around when I'm shopping in your store. I don't fit the description 'cause I look so much like you. I don't fit the description like some of my friends and my family do. I'm cruising round with a broken taillight. You pull me over, want to see my ID. You don't grab your gun automatically and point it at me. 3 o'clock in the morning, you let me go with a warning. You never ask if I'm where I'm supposed to be. And when I'm down on that corner with some friends just passing time, you don't stare at us like we're committing a crime. We could be planning some trouble, looking for something to steal, but you see us as nothing unusual, no big deal. We don't fit the description like some of our friends and our families do. I don't ever remember a time when I had to be scared, to be judged by the color of my skin, or to go anywhere. Yeah, I know I've been privileged to live my life as white. I can't walk in the shoes of those who have to fight for their rights. I don't fit the description 'cause I look so much like you. I don't fit the description like so many of my friends and my family, sisters and brothers, mothers and fathers, sons and their daughters do. This next one is a song that I wrote for myself, January of this year, 2020, for my 70th birthday. It's called Live It Up. I can't believe I'm 70. Last week I was 24. Time seems like a mystery. I can't keep track anymore. I never thought I'd still be here. I used to say that every day. I got nothing left to fear. I wouldn't go back anyway. No one knows what lies ahead. You take it one day at a time. Living sure beats being dead. Enjoy it in your prime. Growing older sure does beat lying underground. I'm still standing on my feet. I'm glad I'm still around. Yesterday was a Beatles song John Denver sang today. Living right means living long. Keep that reaper at bay. No one knows what lies ahead. You take it one day at a time. Living sure beats being dead. Enjoy it in your prime. No matter what some people do, when all is done and said, everything is down to you. You gotta live it up, live it up, live it up until you're dead. This is a song that came from an experience that I had. I play in a lot of senior assisted living centers down here in Pittsburgh, and I did that formerly where I moved from, including some Alzheimer's units. And this particular song came from an experience I had watching a woman, one of the residents in this home, and it started as a poem, and eventually it turned into a song. It's part of it is actually visually what I saw, but some of it I made up. Songwriter's license, as they say. But it's about this woman and her husband, who I never met. But it turned out that I wrote this as a poem and gave it to the nurse there to pass it on to the woman's husband. And I don't know whatever happened. I never heard back, but I did see their story later, a few weeks later, in the newspaper about the love that they shared. So what it turned out was what I felt from what I saw, and experience that I've had, and I'm sure many of us have had with family members, parents, and grandparents going through the experience of this terrible disease of Alzheimer's. It turned out to be kind of true, so I felt pretty good about that. But long story short, this song is called Still. She talks to people who aren't really there, plucks invisible objects out of the air. She scrubs at a spot on her dress that doesn't exist, and frets about an appointment she thinks she's missed. He watches as she struggles to remember his name. He knows that he shouldn't, but sometimes he feels sorry that he came. Their life once full of blessings now seems so cursed. Out of all the possible endings, this is surely the worst. Physically she's fine, all the doctors say, but her mind and her memory are fading away. Sometimes she treats him so mean, he doesn't want to stay, but he's vowed that he'll come to see her every day. Once upon a time seems so long ago, when you're looking back at life through a broken window. If only for a moment or two, and then one moment more, she could come back and be like she was before. But then, for an instant, there's a light in her eyes, shining just as brightly as those yesterday skies. He is reminded of the woman that she still is, and again he thanks God that she still is his. This song is another assignment from the Pittsburgh Songwriters Circle. at one of our meetings, we passed around a bag of fortune cookies, and the assignment was to pick out a fortune cookie and write a song based on what the fortune was in the cookie. So my fortune was, you will take a chance in the near future and win. So this song came out of that, and it's called Chance. Take that step or keep standing still. Jump right in or just sit and wait. Yeah. You can't know now and you never will. If your fear makes you hesitate, I like to think I'm brave, don't you know? Ready for whatever comes my way. But mostly I just go with the flow. Save my choices for another day. But this time I gotta make a decision. Follow my heart, clear my vision. You just never know if you never try. If you won't welcome your wings, you're never gonna learn to fly. So here I go, I'm gonna dive right in. Eyes wide open, heart beating fast. I'm gonna take that chance, I'm going for the win. Grab the future before it's past. Oh, this time I gotta make a decision. I gotta follow my heart, clear my vision. Oh, you just never know if you never try. If you won't welcome your wings, you're never gonna learn to fly. So here I go, I'm gonna dive right in. Yeah. Eyes wide open, heart beating fast. Yeah, I'm gonna take that chance, going for the win. Grab the future before it's past. Grab that future before it's past. Grab my future before it's past. Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I wrote this next song in April of this year, early on in the quarantine, and I've always felt that everywhere I go, my favorite place to be is home. So we've had a lot of struggles, and a lot of people have had a lot of struggles, and but in one sense, I was told to stay in my favorite place, and that's home. Here we are again. Do you remember when It was me and you, our love was new, with memories to mend. We were starting on our way, taking it day by day. Couldn't say what lay in store back then. Was it always easy to see the way it ought to be? Right or wrong, we tried to sing our song in harmony. By and by we faced it all, sometimes our backs against the wall. I knew I had you, and you came to know that you had me. Time came and went through the years that we spent. Now and then we bent, but never broke beneath the weight of life. Through all the smiles and tears, we faced each other's fears. What didn't kill us made us stronger as a husband and a wife. Now some things have changed, our lives been rearranged. How do we explain to strangers how we won the war? Some battles we have lost, sometimes at such a cost, but the bridges that we crossed have brought us right here where we are. We're home, oh, we're home, oh, we're home, oh, we're I've written a lot of songs about my life and about my wife and I and our life together, and this is one of the more recent ones. It came this summer, again in the middle of a crazy year, and it's looking back a little bit, and hopefully it will happen again. It's called Let's Laugh Again, like we did last summer. Do you remember when we used to sit and talk all night? When the clock stood still, as it sometimes will, when the timing is just right. It didn't matter where we'd start, our hearts just led us on. Right before our eyes we'd realize the dusk had turned to dawn. Smile, and through my tricks and tumbling, I'd be grinning all the while. You'd laugh at nearly anything that I would try to do. And as I was falling, I fell in love with you. Lately, though it sometimes seems those days are long forgotten dreams, our life's been filled with struggles and with pain. But I know that we can still go back. We can get that laughter back on track. And like Neil Sedaka, we'll go laughing in the rain. So let's buckle on our dancing shoes, chase away these sad old blues. Just take a breath and let the sorrow go. I'll pick you up, you'll lift me too, and we'll smile the way we used to do, and laugh till we can't stand up anymore. As we remember where we've been and where we're headed to, let's share the load going down this road, and together we'll pull through. No matter what may come our way, it'll never do us in. We'll flat out laugh and let it pass, and grin through thick and thin. We'll flat out laugh and let it pass, and grin through thick and thin. Oh, let's laugh again like we did last summer. Let's laugh again like we did last year. Do you remember when things weren't such a bummer? Come on, let's laugh again. Laughing time is here. Oh, all right, well, that's going to do it for me. Again, I want to thank Cecilia and Susan, representatives and workers there at the Swissvale Library, for allowing me to come on here and have some fun. And I hope you all have enjoyed it too. And everybody be safe, be smart, be well. I want to wish everybody happy holidays, whatever holiday you celebrate. And I wish you love and peace. God bless.